Sweet. Good evening and welcome to Bonnyrigg Sports Club. It is round 7 of the preliminary rounds of the Australia Cup. An opportunity for either side to make their way into the round of 32. Bonnyrigg up against Hakoah. Both sides last made the famed competition back in 2018. Oddly enough, it was one of those weird situations where in the Australia Cup, it was in the round of 32. Bonnyrigg defeated Hakoah to make their way to the round of 16, while Hakoah, they won the Waratah Cup matchup against Bonnyrigg. They lost that competition at the end against Apia, but still an amazing stat. Of course, this game bookends as well as a Waratah Cup quarter-final. Lineup starting off with Bonnyrigg, their goalkeeper, Michael Figuera. And then the rest of the lineup in number order. In 2, it's Jack Coopers. In 7, it's Josh Carrans. In 10, it's Amory Gauthier. In 12, it's Zach Svilagoy. Jared Wiley, 14. Samuel Galloway, the captain, 16. Andrea Mantic is in 17. Munsun Gill, 18. Aaron Peterson, 19. And that's the starting lineup for Bonnyrigg. For Hakoah, Nicholas Lowe, the number 1, the goalkeeper. Jacob Esposito in 2 as we're underway. Ryan Bloomberg is in 3. Connor Shattuck in 4. Daniel Lessie in 5. In 6, it's Yanis Barakas. In 7, Jonathan Cotton, or Jordan Cotton, I should say. James Dimitri is on the bench, but Lewis Lobo in 10. Then in 12, it's Connor Early, alongside Mitchell Knight in 13. Stephen Son is in 15. That's the starting 11 for Hakoah. So we're about to see a goal kick taken. Ball driven up to halfway. Flick back onto the left. Playing it across the face, Bloomberg. Son with possession. Works it back. Now it's Esposito who goes across the face. And the ball eventually going back to Alessi. Alessi coming back to the right side. Earlier for good ball, but bounces to the goalkeeper in Figueira. Trying to work it up. There was Muntic, but at the end, Hakoah will have possession here. Ball played up the line by Esposito. Did touch off. Bonnyrigg will be a throw on the far side. A nippy evening here, but no wind to speak of. The pitch in better order to the last time I've been here. Of course, all that rain we've had and that mud. They've done a great job here, the staff at Bonnyrigg. Now it's Bloomberg who goes back and low, scuffs it. But will be headed down by Bloomberg. No control there from Lobo. Is now trying to work it back was Coopers. Foul given for Coopers. Possession about 3 yards in from this side of the ground. And a glorious chance it will be for Bonnyrigg to set something up early. Here on NPL.tv, Australian Cup action. The preliminary round, and as I said, it bookends as well as a Waratah Cup encounter as well. The ball is deep, and too deep at the end by Filigoi. He goes out for a goal kick. One of those interesting stats for Bonnyrigg, of course, when they have made the Australia Cup. In both occasions, round of 16 berths in 2016 and 2018. And having a chat before to Nicola Posner, he did remind me that back in 2018, they were close against the Wanderers, and it was a fascinating game being at Marconi Stadium for that one. So Bonnyrigg will be wanting to make their way as Carans has taken down the challenge. So Coopers to take this once again. This time probably about 5 to 6 yards in from this side of the ground. Takes the opportunity to swing it in, but it's headed away. Lobo won't get to it. Coopers does. Can't control. Ooh, just did. It's very close to the line. Ball headed by Sviligoi. The edge of the area. Peterson can't cross it in. Will go out for yet another goal kick. They've been very good so far, Bonnyrigg, in regards to at least putting pressure on Hakoah, especially in their defensive third, but they haven't been able to get that killer blow yet. Hakoah, they need to set something up here. Yannis Barakis will be the main man today as Nicholas Lowe works it up to halfway. Went over the top there of early. He tried to get a header onto it. As Bonnyrigg have the throw and they work it deep up the line. Sviligoi trying to find Peterson. He played it back. Eventually it does go to Coopers. And now again it's Peterson who crosses it in. He played down at the end. Hakoah trying to go upstream, but Peterson won possession. Works it to the right. It's Coopers. Crosses it in. Chance. Head of the way again. Drops down now for Muntic. He works it on. Peterson again, dangerous. He was looking for the ball anyway, but could have. Eventually the shot was fired in by Gaultier. It's not to be. Actually, Wiley that was trying to work that ball on. It wasn't Peterson. Peterson was back in the middle. So now Hakoah trying to set something up, but Wiley will just play this out. Will be a throw for the visitors. Of course, heading into this round 7 fixture. In round 6, Bonnyrigg defeated Mounties in penalty shootout. 4-3 after a scoreless result after 120. So Hakoah will have the foul just outside the area. Taking down the challenge, Yanis Barakis. Of course, Hakoah. They defeated Sydney University 4-1 at Hensley. So, as I said, this set piece about 2 yards from the 18-yard box. And it will be Connor Early who wants to take this. Lobo was saying, "You sure you don't want me to be involved?" Early says, "No, this will be my chance here to set something up for the side." He works it in, trying to find somebody at the far post, but that was always going out. And the goal kick for Bonnyrigg. Crowd building up here at Bonnyrigg as well. Just seeing the cars behind me. They're trying to get a good park here. Of course, the car park behind the canteen almost full already. So the fans trying to find a spot. The line for the Javapi is longish. It's going to get longer by half time. As the ball is worked up to halfway. Ball drops back to Shattuck, who tried to play it up. Bonnyrigg were trying to set something up, but the ball worked across to the left. Lobo, the ball is played out. Did touch off last Bonnyrigg, so it will be a throw. This will be taken via Ryan Bloomberg. Bloomberg works it. Ball drops back here. Eventually Lobo had it, played out by Bells. Throw was taken straight away. Trying to chip it forward was Barakis, but ball does drop back here. It will be in Galloway, who controls things, and to the left side they go. Eventually it goes towards Gaultier. He works it back, but it's been won by Son. Ball is deep down the right flank. It goes out for, they're saying a goal kick. There's been arguments by the Hakoah players that it did touch Bonnyrigg, not the case. I think Lobo was one of the key men to try to argue the point. Yanis Barakis as well was yelling and screaming. As I said, conditions slightly on the cooler side tonight, but a very good night for football. Figuera worked it up to halfway. Son tried to control it. Ball drops to halfway against Barakis. Billy couldn't do much with possession. Now it's Bonnyrigg again, setting up with Carrans. Shot out the line there. Hakoah, but still couldn't do much with the possession they had. All worked up by Galloway. It's played down. Bloomberg tried to work it upstream. Did touch off Bonnyrigg last. Throw will be taken here by Bloomberg. The referee, Craig Fisher, is telling him just be right in position. Takes the throw now. Headed by Early. No control early for Cotton. Foul called towards Hakoah. Happy enjoying the action here. The opportunity for a spot inside the round of 32 for the Australia Cup, previously known as the FFA Cup. There's the ball by Lobo and foul given against Hakoah. He was taken down Munsung Gill. Of course, Hakoah have made 3 visits into the Australia Cup. The big one was back in 2017 when they made the round of 16, when they lost to City. Foul called. Peterson was harassed. And Aaron Peterson going to be key tonight for Hakoah. Of course, one of the big things is who they've got on the bench and when they will utilise them in either the latter part of the second half, or do you wait till if we're in a situation where we go to extra time. Of course, I speak of the likes of Asmir Kartaric and also Radonovan Pavicevic. Gaultier, ball head of the way. Drops back here for Mandic. It's on the left channel. Peterson trying to cross it in, but it was great work by Shattuck to play it out. Did touch off the Eagles last. It will be a throw on the far side. And of course, able to watch this also via the YouTube page, Football New South Wales, and also on Facebook as well. We're across the network, so to speak, tonight. And we would appreciate your comments as well in the comment section. Good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. So on NPL.tv, we'll go through those throughout the evening. So throw to be taken by Wiley. So to go right in the middle. Peterson wanted to get across. He does so. Bells is on it. And that's a shake and a half. And, well, I'll tell you now, that didn't go into the ground announcer's booth, because if it did, I don't know how Nicola Posner would have went, because that was aiming somewhere. But went into the box next door. Nicola, I would say you're very, very lucky, champ. So Nicola slow, about to boot this forward, does so. Early, can't get a head onto it. Did touch last by Svilagoi. Throw to be taken by Sparakis. No, it will be Bloomberg. And Ryan Bloomberg about to get this deep. Can't find Cotton. Ball bounced back after Hakoah, which is a Bonnyrigg played it down, as now they start to set up once again here, the Eagles. Good ball by Coopers. Well, Peterson could control that. It's headed back. Oh, geez, that's awkward. I always say, I get worried when I see that. Esposito hitting it back to low, and it's just awkward. Look, either just play it back with your feet or try to control it and play upstream, because I think it's a negative move, especially when you've got a player like Aaron Peterson who can really chase. And I've seen those really go bad in the past. So, as I said, something that I always cringe when I see it just as a spectator. As the throw to be taken via Ryan Bloomberg. And Bloomberg now works it early. It's into the slot for Son. Probably not as much as he wanted to. It was saved easily by Figuera. So, throw to be taken on this side of the ground again via Bloomberg. And again, it's going to be repeat once more. Over back. Alessi. Bloomberg, back to Alessi, across the face, low. Goes back to Alessi, now low. Works it deep to the right. Trying to be headed down by Gaultier. Now it's Hakoah really starting to penetrate. Son's going to try to get onto it. It was played away by Wiley, and oh, geez, that was millimetres from being a corner. In fact, they're going to call it probably about 5 yards from the goal line. As now Hakoah trying to set up once more. It's Baracus. And taken down was Esposito. While he plays it away, did touch Hakoah last, and will be a goal kick. It's good to hear the vuvuzelas before in the background. Of course, this is one of 2 games we will be broadcasting on NPL.tv in the preliminary stage of the Australia Cup. The chance to qualify into the round of 32 and also the semi-finals of the Waratah Cup. So tomorrow night, Northern Tigers play Sydney United 58. We'll have score services of that game because our live broadcast will be of St George City FA and Wollongong United FC. And what a great story would it be if you see Wollongong United make their way into the Australia Cup. And again, we use that hashtag, and sometimes it can be used loosely, but it would be hashtag Magic of the Cup. As Bonnyrigg will have the throw on the far side now. And of course on Thursday, we'll have Spirit and Wollongong Wolves score service of that game, of course. So you can get to Christie Park to watch that, and that's going to be an absolute beauty at the, well, let's face it, the Arctic Circle. Ball worked on there from Cutance, and then Gautier goes back to Cutance, and now he finds here Peterson on the run. Peterson, what can he offer up here? Goes back, and here's Cutance in the middle. And scuffed away by Hakoah. It's going to drop straight back here. And this is Sviligui. And now the ball back from Bells, and opportunity again lifting, but that ball from Mandic wasn't as good as expected. It will be a goal kick. Australia Cup action over the next few nights. As I said, we are getting close to the competition well and truly gets into that hot stage. We are looking forward to the continuation of the Cup this year. Of course, last year was late in the season. This year, back to the usual slot, which is great to see. The ball played out. An opportunity for the Eagles once again. Throw to be taken by Bloomberg. Early heads it back, and Bloomberg. It's a deep one for Son. What about the fans in the background, the young kids cheering their side on as Son was taken down? The challenge foul is called. He was upset about that, Jared Wiley, but it was called. Don't know if you could hear that as clearly, but the fans are absolutely cheering their side on. This is fantastic. The young kids over on the left of screen, of course, behind the goal, and it's fantastic as this ball has worked into the area, and a good save made at the ends. There was pressure building from Bloomberg, but as I said, he was on the spot straight away in Figuera. As now it's Mandic who works it to the right. Bells back in for Mandic. Bonnyrigg starting to set up once more. Ball from Coopers, and then taken down the challenge here, the Eagles. The ball from Knight. Taken down the challenge was Alessi. The foul not coming through. Was straight in. As now the ball goes across to Galloway, the captain. And now it's deep to the left. Galloway has possession again from the Wiley pass. And now it's on for Peterson. Peterson's got Gaultier, but the pressure was building by Shattuck. Now Peterson able to evade from him, taken down. Foul is called at the ends for the Eagles, and again, disappointment here. He was trying to strive away Mitchell Knight. The foul was called against him, but listen to this. This is what the Cup's all about. The fans over there, the kids are really cheering their side on, which is great to see. Great to see comments coming through on Facebook. The Australia Cup page is where you're able to see it. And as I said, NPL.tv as well as Football New South Wales on YouTube. And you can see a few people cheering on either Hakoah or Bonnyrigg tonight. Set piece to be taken. It does ricochet off the wall. They come back Wiley and then trying to flick it on, but at the end that doesn't quite work from Coopers. As now Hakoah on the right edge. And Esposito trying to work it upstream. Again, ball bounces back to Esposito. Tries to flick it on. And again, the pass from Cotton. And now the ball back in the middle, but it will be won by Coopers. Over halfway. He's got support here in Bills. And this is a nice one again. Teed up beautifully. The header is not exactly where it should have been directed by Peterson, but still, it's a chance by Bonnyrigg. And you can feel the atmosphere just building every couple of moments as the fans keep on flying through. And as I said, it is a decent crowd tonight. The club were expecting probably about 4 or 5. It's probably going to be around about it. I say 4 or 5,000, that is, not 4 or 5 people. Obviously more than 4 or 5 people, but anyway, ball worked up towards halfway. It's played down. Son gets back for it. Son now looking to work it upstream. He has got here Lobo in position, but goes back. And now it's across the face from Esposito. This is good work from Bloomberg. And it's back in the middle. Knight. Now it's an opportunity for Shattuck to start something here. He's got Alessi on his left, decided to go forward. Nice pass by Cotton, but couldn't find the target early. As now it's Coopers on the right channel. Coopers was taken down. Play continues. Lobo to Early. Again looking to cross this one in. Does so. It's a chance again, but it's played down at the end and goes out. Well, it will be a Bonnyrigg ball, but he was taking the challenge go away. So, there's a goal kick to be taken. Figueira over halfway. Foul called against here. Bloomberg was trying to go over the shoulder. Thought for a second what the MCG, the way it was trying to jump over the top there of Peterson. There's now Coopers. Coopers now looking to work it across to the right. Decides to go back. Here's Bells, and a heavy touch on that. Entertaining game so far here. 0-0 at Bonnyrigg Sports Club. Good to see the Bonnyrigg juniors supporting their team tonight, and it's always great to see junior clubs, or the junior club, support the senior club. Ball worked across from Bloomberg, and now Shattuck. And Shattuck now working towards Son. Was headed down by Wiley. Coming for it is Gaultier. Gaultier trying to play it back. Does touch off Son. So as the Eagles come back here. Galloway utilising here Svilagoy. It's going to go back here to Figueira. It's going to be turned over. Lobo stepping over nicely. Lobo, can he get a cross in? Does so. It was played away by Figueira. And then Wiley tried to boot it deep. It did ricochet off. Then it was Munson Gill that was able to play it forward. Knight had possession, lost it, then tried to play in the middle. Taken down the challenge. Foul against Mandic. Don't think it'll be a card. But Mandic did go pretty heavy on that. No card given. As Hakoah will have a great chance. The Australia Cup. This is the round 7 preliminary match. An opportunity to make their way into the round of 32 of this glorious competition. Lobo will be looking to set this up. As they're checking the ball, we're going to have a substitution ball here. Fisher saying that it wasn't pumped up to his standard. Now he'll check this ball first. It was interesting the way he spotted it straight away when the ball was on the deck. He goes, yep, that's fine, and we're ready to go. So as Lobo now has a chance to well and truly tee up the opener. He works it forward here. And at the end couldn't find any heads. The ball will be played away. Goes back to halfway, and well, geez, that was again a little bit poor from Knight, but he'll clear it away, Lobo. But yeah, been interesting, some of the ball back to the keeper. Some of them are very, I hate to say hospital-like, but we are seeing some of those balls that you really, really do cringe. Throw to be taken by Bells. It's headed away off the head of Daniel Alessi, of course. So as they try to find another ball because it's gone out to the car park. It's just a shame the ball didn't just go sort of underneath my car because it's parked around there. And then nobody can notice I can take the ball afterwards. I say that nearly every week. Do you think I've ever got a ball? No. Should I get one? Probably not. Anyway, possession here for Bells. Not that I should be advocating the opportunity of taking a match ball home, but anyway, Peterson loses possession. Son now on this side, worked it on, and then early the deep ball, but nobody's within sight. And the ball drops back here for Figueira, who works it up to halfway. And now it's a chance brewing. Here's Bells trying to get onto the end of this. Low, he chipped it up. It comes down again, played away by Hakoah. And it will be a corner. As Bells not looking overly flash. Contact around the neck. He came down by the looks of it. Should be okay to continue for the meantime. Here's the chance. Can the Eagles get the opener? Coopers. Corner in, headed away. We'll have a throw. But good stuff by Connor Shattuck. The key man of this Hakoah side for a long, long time. And doing a very good job so far. Throw in to be taken once more via Sviligui. He throws it in to the edge of the 6-yard area. It's headed in via Coopers, but again cleared away by Hakoah. Dropped down, Lobo couldn't get to it. Sviligui, and then trying to play it back was Coopers. Coopers really doing a good job to work it back to Sviligui. Sviligui now spinning his way back, and now finds Bells. Now goes to Galloway. Big Sam Galloway working it on to Wiley. Up to Gaultier, back to Wiley. Gaultier, of course, against his old club in Hakoah. As the ball drops back here, Alessi, oh geez, nearly a terrible ball it is because Bells wins it. And then the pass back to Bells, it was a nice ball too. And I'll tell you now, he tried to get the cross in. It just didn't quite work. Hakoah will have possession. But you've got to give credit, as it will be called a goal kick. You've got to give credit for Coopers' ball. In fact, it wasn't a goal kick. It's going to be a corner, so it did touch Hakoah last. But just want to go back to that ball by Coopers, back to Bells. It was a really nice ball as Gaultier is going to set something up here. He has got Cooper's in a decent area if he wants to go short, but I think he's going to be looking for this to be in the outswinger. It is so. The header's up, and at the moment, nothing much was doing there. I think it was Peterson that may have got the head to it. Both him and Galloway went up as one, but neither could get the connection that was required. 0-0. What a fabulous game it's been. These cup games expect to be rugged. Remember, these two sides did play a couple of nights ago, and it was 0-0. So let's see what tonight will be. Of course, it's been quite, well, eerie would be the word for Bonnyrigg, because every game they have played so far in the Australia Cup, besides the contest against Bankstown City, because obviously Bankstown City don't play in the League One competition, but it's been a situation where when they played St George on the Tuesday night, they played them on the Saturday prior. That was the same case as when they played Mounties a couple of days before the cup match. So it's quite eerie when you think about it. It was early trying to work it in. Galloway, he spilled it out, but still a chance here. The shot is good by Sparakis, but at the end, pushed away by Figuera, and it will be a corner. So Hakoah decided to go short. Now the shot by Lobo, oh, the pressure, but the save was made by Figuera. And now he's going to boot this over halfway. Gautier's chasing on this one. Can he get to it? Yes is the answer. Gautier tried to spin on the inside. Knight was able to play it down. Ball drops back, and here's Mundich. And now he works it across the face. Peterson backtracking slightly. Is he going to get onto it? Yes is the answer. He's got Wiley, utilises him now, crosses it in, but again, Knight, oh, scuffed that. And trying to get onto the end of it was Carrance, but he couldn't. Geez, a couple of scuffs tonight we've seen. As the ball from Svilagoy does drop in position for Gautier. The ball by Coopers to Gautier. Gautier back in the middle, but the ball played away. At least he got himself in the position. Bloomberg initially is now Bells in the middle. Again, head of the way. Good situation from Malesi there. Hakoah haven't really had good chances, and again, Esposito slipping over. Bunsum Gill gets onto the ball, and now it's Wiley. Works it dangerously in the middle, but played away by Alessi. Son can't get to it. Bells again, he's also been good so far. It goes across to Coopers, and it goes over to Barr, and to the canteen. And has a power raid and says it's right to go. Listen to this. This just, I wish we had a mic over near the kids, because this is great to see. As I said, it's always great to see the junior sides support their senior sides, and having been at one of the clubs that used to do that back in the NSL days, look, fabulous, and I think that's what you want to see more of, and supporting their senior side. And I know it's a special night, the Australia Cup, but I'd love to see it every weekend, because it is very important, and to aspire to be a part of the side in the future. Of course, obviously, aspirations always to be an international superstar, whether it be in the Premier League or Bundesliga or Serie A, whatever it would be, La Liga, but also that opportunity to play for the club that you're a junior for. Playing the senior side is always something that you want to aspire to. And as I said, it's great to see these kids tonight having the opportunity to watch them, and hopefully they can inspire to be a part of that team. As the ball goes to Son back, and now this is an opportunity for early. It was taken down the challenge, but the ball did go out last from Hakoah. So a throw for Bonnyrigg. So NPL.TV live action, Australia Cup on Facebook, as well as Football New South Wales on the YouTube. As the ball is headed there at the end by Peterson. Couldn't do much with it, really. As Monson Gill up to halfway. Peterson trying to get onto the ball. At the end, it was taken in the challenge by Knight. Foul is called. As I There's a lot of comments coming through saying go either Bonnyrigg or Hakoah, so appreciate your support tonight of this game as Gaultier can't get to it. Foul called. Marcus taken down in the challenge. So, Aslow about to take this. Ball has worked over halfway. Again, it will be Bonnyrigg with possession here. Gaultier, the ball is played up the line now for Hakoah. Earlier was trying to get onto the end of it, couldn't quite. As now the ball goes back to Sviligoi. It's a short ball, Bells is on to the end of it. Son is trying to get to him, jockeyed, and then eventually Bells won it, played it deep, and now trying to get onto the end of this. Well, he tried his best, Coopers, but at the end it will be Bloomberg who lets it sit out. It's, oh, geez, it's on. Oh, it's on. It's on here. A bit of a push and shove. The handbags at 10 paces eventually calmed down, but Bloomberg and Coopers, and they're both having words with each other. Let's see if we can hear anything here. We do apologise for the language, but we are going to be able to hear this. And Craig Fisher is called here Bloomberg, and he's also called Coopers. We're going to listen.
I'm trying. I just want to know so I can give evidence.
Well, something may have or may have not happened. That situation, couldn't exactly get too much out of it, but amazing to see already. There's a bit of argy-bargy in this one, and well, potentially we're in store for an absolute firecracker of a game. It's unlike one of the times I came out here this year when there was fireworks going off, but anyway. And they're actual fireworks, and no, not from Fishwick, as the ball goes over halfway. And Sviligoi then just couldn't do much at the end. Coopers, and the throw will be taken on this side of the ground by Bloomberg. Being serious in regards to this game, it's been an absolute humdinger so far. Hakoah probably haven't had the chances they would like. Bonnyrigg really should be up probably 1 or 2-0 in a lot of regards. They've set up as foul is called against here Knights. He can't believe it. It was an interesting challenge there on Cutance, as that's a ball that Lowe's going to let. Well, he's going to stop it here. Interesting. He probably thought that there was a touch by one of these players, so that's why he decided to have control. As the ball drops back here, and Figuera, he will be able to control things. Let's see where he'll go. He's got some space here on the right. Sviligoi was calling for it, but decided to go to the left, and Gaultier is in position. It's laid back, and Wiley and Gaultier trying to combine once more, and Gaultier lost possession, but chasing on there was Wiley. He will eventually get onto it once more. All the chances for Hakoah to stop Wiley, but couldn't. Gaultier now, and he was taken down. The challenge by Knight was a fair, legitimate challenge, and the ball goes over halfway, and it will go back towards here. Figuera is now Sviligoi. Munsum Gill. As Mundich goes back to Munsum Gill. Sviligoi. It's a low ball. Oh, flicked on nicely by Coopers. Control here by Cutance. It goes back, and then the ball for Mundich. At the end found the Lessie, and the ball goes down the line. Son, good ball. It was taken down the challenge, and the foul is going to be called. And, well, Sviligoi is being called up by Craig Fisher. Craig says, I don't want to blow the whistle one more time. He's going to try to calm things down because, as I said, the last couple of minutes, the oven has been turned on to 410. Craig just wants to calm it down, and that's going to be the case. It's a short ball by Bloomberg. Early. Not much on that, really. Svilligoy up to halfway. Header again by Bloomberg, and the ball is played out by Bonnyrigg. So Hakoah possession. Coopers couldn't believe it. He thought it was going to be going their way, not to be. Conditions here at the ground has been so far good. So the ball is played out once again, and the throw will be taken on this side of the ground. In fact, they're going to call the foul a couple of yards in from the line. Again, it was against Coopers. So it will be early to take it. Ball worked in towards the edge of the 18-yard box, played back, and again trying to clear it away was Gauthier. He does drop back here for Esposito. Esposito now. The ball touched back, and again they're setting up here for Son. He flicks it back, and I don't know if that was a good option at all. Cotton was trying to get onto it. He fell over. And yeah, that wasn't probably the right option again here. So a opportunity again for Bonnyrigg to build on something here. As I said, this side 4 years ago had an opportunity against the Wanderers and lost in a very tight game in the round of 16 of this competition. The ball is into the area, it's cleared back, and I'll tell you now, Lowe nearly had to get onto it because Esposito, I don't know what he was trying to do, it did flick off his boot, not in the direction he wanted it to, and it will be a corner. I think they're saying it's going to be near side or far side. I think they're saying far side. The corner to be taken eventually by Coopers, who gets himself in position now. Coopers. Tie at the edge of the far post, headed away by Early. Drops back here for Wiley. Wiley bypasses Early. And now Wiley works in the mixer. Again headed over the top. Just not to be once again. Well, Svilligoy tried his heart out there. Score remains here, 0-0. And what an absorbing game so far. It has been a thrill a second. Forget about a thrill a minute, a thrill a second. There's been an absolute humdinger so far. The 44th minute of this one. Low over halfway. Foul is called, and Mutsun Gill was going wide, but Barakas gets the foul here. On NPL.tv, you are watching the action also via the Australian Cup or Australia Cup Facebook page, and on YouTube via Football New South Wales. This to be taken once again by Connor Early, and this is going deep wide, and he's not going to get onto the end of this. It was always going out for a goal kick. How long we'll get of injury time? No board here, so I won't be able to tell you as such, but I would say at least a minute, maybe two. There's now a short ball across to Svilligoy, who's been very good in this first half. Coopers was a little bit too far up. Martich wasn't ready, but at the end, well, wasn't happy, I should say, but at the end wasn't what he wanted. But half-time has been blown. Score here, 0-0. Been an absorbing first half. Hope you've enjoyed it here. We'll break on NPL.tv and also via the Australian Cup and Football New South Wales pages. the other side. We'll have the second half here at Bonnyrigg Sports Club. It's 0-0 between Bonnyrigg and Hakoah in round 7, the preliminary stage of the Australia Cup. An opportunity to be in the round of 32 of the national competition. A break and back with more.
Half-time at Bonnyrigg Sports Ground. Bonnyrigg 1-0, Hakoah 0. The Bonnyrigg Whiteys would like to thank all of its members, supporters and partners for the 2022 season, including major sponsors, Ministry Concrete, and obviously Small Property, Miller Engineering, Vex Tools, Bonnyrigg Sports Club, Naked Spirit, Orthodox Funerals, and the Warriors.
warte. Geht's.
And welcome back here to Bonnyrigg Sports Club. Second half about the start between Bonnyrigg and Hakoah in the preliminary match in the Australia Cup. Round 7, an opportunity to make their way into the round of 32 of the Australian Cup and also the semi-finals of the Waratah Cup. This is a quarter-final of this competition. As we know now, it's merged the Waratah Cup and the Australian Cup during the preliminary stages of the Australia Cup and then breaks away once the round of 32 is confirmed for the Australia Cup and also the Waratah Cup, the final 4 teams. Of course, 4 teams go through now into the round of 32 from the Football New South Wales competitions, as we know. Second half to start, and let's see what they can do here, Hakoah. Are they a shot to make their way into the competition for a 4th time, or is Bonnyrigg going to make their 3rd trip into the round of 32? Been a very good game. There's no question about it. Been very tense and enjoyable. What can Hakoah do? That's the big question, of course, because Bonnyrigg probably had more chances, to be brutally honest. As Figueroa works it over halfway. I think that's one of the big questions, is how can Hakoah get themselves in a good goal-scoring situation and convert it. Of course, who knows what this game could end up. I've got the feeling it will be one of those games that will go to a shootout, as Bills has possession here. Now, it's Mundich. It's probably a deep ball. It is. You saw Wiley halfway through go, yeah, there's no point running here. There's the ball now for Esposito to take the throw. As the ball from Shattuck utilises here low. By the looks of it, no changes have been made. So by the looks of it here, we'll get confirmation as the ball goes out for a throw. And that ball has gone to a couple of fences over into the bushes. We're not going to see that ball for a while. Can I hold that fence? Okay, sorry, my apologies. You can't keep on talking about getting a match ball, I've been told. Throw about to be taken by Jacob Esposito. And now it's controlled just outside the area. Ball goes back in Lobo. The ball is played out by Wiley. I want to see early injected a little bit more here. So it'll be interesting what changes either side will make in the second half. As I said, as the ball drops, Munzungil does clear it. Foul going the way of Bonnyrigg after he was taken down Peterson via Shattuck. As I said before, I've just got that feeling that whatever the change is for Bonnyrigg, the two players definitely you'd be thinking would be Asmir Cartridge or Radonovan Pavicevic. They're probably the two key players you'd be looking to put on for Bonnyrigg from as Karans was trying to get onto the ball and foul given. So it will be a Bonnyrigg, or I should say a Hakoah ball will be. As I was saying before, for Hakoah, a substitution I'd probably want to see would be Demetriou. I think James Demetriou would be one of the key players he'd bring on. What point of the second half will be the question, I suppose. Apanidis would be another chance too. This ball goes over halfway. It goes out for a throw once more. Hope you're enjoying the action here. And as I said before, League One has been a big competition this year, and you can watch all the League One games, regular season, as well as the finals coming up on NPL.tv. And don't forget NPL.tv, the home of NPL Men's in New South Wales, as well as the NPL Women's. So all the action you can watch on NPL.tv. There's now possession here on the left. And Gaultier, what can he offer up here? Was taken off the ball. It's a good challenge too. As now he steps back in here. Esposito, he nearly lost possession, but they're able to get to it. But in saying that, Knight nearly was beaten by Peterson, but the ball does drift back to Lowe, and Lowe was able to stop it. As I said, you can get your comments through on the Australia Cup page as well as Football New South Wales. I'd love to get your feedback about the game so far, as shut down by Galloway. As I said, looking at the chat, a lot of people, of course, cheering on either the Eagles or Hakoah on, which is fantastic to see. As all that is an interesting challenge. A card's going to be given here. Is so. So card for Bills. Jeez, he's looking very ginger here, Bloomberg. The foul was called. Ball worked into the area, headed away by Sviligui. And then this from Cotton is saved at the end by Figuera. As now Lobo has possession here. A chance for Hakoah. He wanted to pull the trigger. Goes to the right instead. And now it's worked in by Esposito. It's played out. Eventually played deep there by Mantic. I say deep, but not really as deep as Mantic wanted. As now early. Again, head of the way. Lobo won't get onto it. Mantic, great stuff. As now Gaultier. He goes forward against his old club, Gaultier. Switches the run again. Chips it forward, played by Shattuck. It drops down and cleared away. It's going to drop back here. And Figuera will get to it at the end. 0-0 here at the Bonnyrigg Sports Club. In the 52nd minute. Ball played back by Gaultier. Short ball by Bunsum Gill. Sfeelagoy. And now, let's see what they can do here. Canans for spinning around. As now, it's worked on from Galloway. Wiley. Drops in position here. Peterson trying to swivel around. Couldn't. And at the end, foul given after the challenge in Cotton. Bonnyrigg at the moment really need to calm down just slightly here. As I said, have been the better team. There's no qualm about that. But it's more so now sitting up the chances and just staying cool. And that's what they need to here. As we're about to see Lowe take this. A reminder tomorrow, 2 games in the Australia Cup Round 7 matches. And North Turramurra, Northern Tigers and Sydney United 58. That will be a score service game because our main feature, Alex Molchanoff, will call St George City FA and Wollongong United at 7:15 at Penshurst Park, and looking forward to that game. And as I said, Alex Molchanoff will be calling that one. Alex Molchanoff is actually in the grandstand, and I know Eric will be playing the game. Work out where Alex is sitting and take a photo for me, please. Possession now here for Lobo. Has now Wiley taken down the challenge. It's been won at the end by Mantic. Mantic now looking to work it down the line, but it's shut down nicely by Sparakas. And he's getting himself a little bit more involved in the contest, as now it's an opportunity brewing again. Here's Svilagoy will get possession again. Coopers has taken down the challenge, so the foul will be called. So about 16, 17 yards from halfway, or in from halfway to be exact. This to be taken via Gaultier, Emery Gaultier, and then bounce in position but headed away. As now Mantic does flick off Knight, bounces down here. Coopers won't get to it. Save is made low. And Lowe will be looking to work it down the line here, you'd imagine, to the right, and that's where he'll go. He'll throw it down. Of course, this morning we were all excited about the Aussies, the Socceroos, into yet another World Cup. A lot of people saying it was very, very, very like 05 with that penalty shootout. It was a special moment, and the Wiggle himself, Andrew Redmayne, doing a great job. As the foul's called for Hakoah. Of course, some of the tweets and comments were, where were the glow sticks in the Wales jumping up and down? Something you'd see at the nightclub back in the day. And Andrew Redmayne, congratulations on him and the team. Socceroos into yet another World Cup. And we'll be cheering them on come November. You actually wonder if either coach will be thinking, if we do make a change at goalkeeper, are we looking just because of the penalty shootout? One of those, having spoken to a couple of people, it's one of those interesting situations if you make a change like that or not, because as we know, you're putting a cold goalkeeper on. Yes, fresh, but cold, especially what if he let go a goal with that minute remaining or 2 minutes remaining when he does come onto the pitch. It's always one of those things. As Alessi now works it to the left, but as he's taken down Bloomberg, we were all cheering this morning. The Socceroos made another World Cup. 06, 2010, 2014 and 2018, now 2022. It's actually funny to think that the younger generation don't know the last time we didn't make a World Cup. It's 20 years ago, of course, as taken down was Gaultier. So Bonnyrigg will have the opportunity here. Now it's a chance for the Eagles to go forward here with Galloway over halfway. Chested down here by Peterson. Peterson now looking to flick it back. Oh, he's got himself in space now. Now he's going to work himself back in trouble, but he goes, well, that's a poor pass by Mantic. And now Hakoah trying to drift forward, but the ball is going to drop back here, Svilagoy, and then Figuera goes back to Svilagoy, who just lobs it deep to halfway. He won't get to it at the end in Coopers, but it drops down here again for early. He's going to try to spin around, take it down. The challenge foul will be called against Wiley. It's near the sideline here. It was an interesting challenge. This will be a couple of yards in from this side of the ground. Of course, James Demetriou, when he does come on, he does like to fire a couple of bazookas. We'll be looking to see if that happens as the ball is worked in the middle. Chance Song can't get to it. Headed, it's in! Goal! 1-0, Hakoah lead! What a moment! And Yanis Barakis. What a goal!
Boys, next fucking 5. Next 5, come on.
1-0. Hakoah lead this time. Yanis Barakis. What about that? Got himself in position. And the fans, as you can hear, are quiet. They are stunned. As I said, Bonnyrigg have been the better side in setting up chances. But Hakoah, all you have to do is be in the fight, and that's what they're doing at the moment. They are in the fight, ankles deep, and gee whiz, they are well and truly holding court now at the lead. Cotton has possession, trying to go forward early. Oh, deep ball to Lobo, too deep. As you can hear, the Bonnyrigg bench is really starting to gee their side up. They want to see some movement now. As I said, they have been the better side tonight. There is not a doubt about that. But Hakoah, as I said, they've been in this one all night. And that goal, they deserve this, headed down there by Wiley. Then another header from Mantic. Peterson's pass, and then Karants taking down the challenge. Play does continue. Gaultier. Karants is back up now, and he decides to go, oh, geez, it's deep. Peterson can't get to it. And the score here remains 1-0. Your comments in via the Facebook page, Australia Cup or Football New South Wales. We do appreciate your support tonight, watching the action, and hasn't it been a fantastic game? As now Gaultier back, situation here for Sviligoi to go over halfway. Peterson trying to get onto the end of it. The ball is going to drift back and eventually it's going to be stopped by Lowe. The ball goes up to halfway, then Sviligoi, and then headed back at the end via Knights. Well, Hakoah, they're a step towards that opportunity to being into the round of 32. What an opportunity again. Would be their fourth trip. As I said, 14, 17 and 18. In 17, they won the Waratah Cup. In 18, they lost the final against Apia. Of course, a repeat of the 2017 game as Peterson's on the ground here, not looking flash. Hopefully Peterson will be okay. A reminder, of course, tomorrow, St George City FA and Wollongong United, our feature game at Penshurst Park. We'll have a score service of the Northern Tigers Sydney United game on the coverage too. That game at North Turramurra. In Spirit will play Wollongong Wolves at Christie Park. The game on Thursday. Looking forward to that one. Should be a bottler as well. Of course, the Arctic Circle, as Peterson is off the pitch here. I think that they might have to make a change here if he's not well enough. They're going to check him in at least a couple of moments. And, well, he's coming on. Radonovan Pavicevic, that's it. Day done here. And a big loss, Aaron Peterson, but Andre Pavicevic's son, Radonovan Pavicevic, of course, Andre, you may know his name well. He was a superstar in the production cars back in the day. There's another change being made here. Who's coming off? Now, there's still no, well, the referee's saying until we stop play, we need to work out what's happening because Kartilic is coming on, and that's an important change. I did mention that before, and Mantic is coming off the pitch. So our two substitutions have been made. So as I said, big to bring on Radonovan Pavicevic and also Asmir Kartilic. Had to bring him on, I would say, is key as the ball goes up the halfway. And then, well, already you can see Asmir Kartilic, he's chasing, but Lowe's going to be able to clear it. Spinning around Bells. Galloway. Wiley. Pavicevic, good stuff here by Radonovan. Tries to tee it up here for Asmir Kartilic, but Kartilic was back a step or two. Alessi was able to play it away, but still Bonnyrigg do have possession here. Got to, worked it back. Eventually went for Munson Gill. Bills, he's going to be dispossessed here. Son's going to have possession again after the pass by Early. Cotton's trying to get onto the end of it. The save, well, to stop he's made, I should say. And Sviligoi, the ball on halfway, but again, Hakoah have possession. And a foul will be called here. Knight was taken down the challenge. No card, just a foul. As the ball goes to Son on the left. Son will be looking to cross it back in. It's been played out for a corner. The chances are coming. Peterson, as I said, off the pitch. And Mantic as well. With Kartilic and Pavicevic, the two players on. Corner fired in. Drop low, but it's going to be cleared away. As Gaultier has possession. Gaultier, can he work it deep? He's got a chance here. Can he work it back in the middle? Yes, he can. Cuttance has a shot. It's a low Mungle finger breaker. And the save is made at the end by Lowe, who went low on that one. The score here, 1-0 in the favour of Hakoah. Aren't they doing a very good job here to hold on for dear life? John and Son, and the ball is played away. Worked by Bells. Geez, it's been a very good performance by Hakoah. Bonnyrigg, though, as I said, have had possession as the ball goes by. Alex Molchanoff watching on, calling the action tomorrow night. A reminder, St George City and Wollongong. I hope he did spot him, by the way, Eric, as foul is called. Challenge there on Bloomberg. So there's going to be a substitution for Hakoah, and guess what? It's the bazooka. And James Demetriou. He's going to come onto the pitch, and is Lobo going to be the substitution? No, that's not the case. Just trying to see who they're going to make way for. Yanni coming off. No, it's not. Two names I've said, and both of them are wrong. And officially coming off is Cotton. So Cotton is off. And as I said, the bazooka, James Demetriou, is on. Ball is worked towards the edge of the area, headed by Demetriou. And it goes in position again here for Lobo, trying to spin past the defence, but played upstream by Wiley. Goes out for a throw on this side of the ground for Hakoah. Would love to end this game. This League One side, so different to a few years ago when they were in the main competition. Of course, they're fighting for that opportunity this season, of course, with the 16-team competition next year for NPL Men's. As Hakoah, that ball from Esposito, a drop down foul call. Demetriou will be happy about this. Now it's a chance for Hakoah, Sydney City East. Can they go 2-0 to the good? We'll find out here. Full moon also tonight here at Bonnyrigg Sports Club. Behind us, of course, here at the stadium. Geez, this is a good chance. It will be taken by early. Or will it be Demetriou? Or will be Demetriou? Who's setting up? No, it will be early this time. At the end, the save is made. Figuera going to the right. Finding here Svilagoy. Svilagoy looking to step back inside. It's a good pass. And again, it's Coopers on the left, outside the area, and Pavicevic once more. Looking to work it back, does so, it's Coopers. Coopers now, the ball is shut down, good stuff there by Early. And then the pass by Lobo, Early, and Demetriou's on the run. He's trying to stay back a shade now, not to be offside. He had to get back to the ball anyway, Demetriou. And trying to work it back in the middle, but it was shut down by Svilagoy. Coopers, and the foul's called after the challenge by Sparakis, and a little bit of an argy-bargy here. Hope it settles down. We don't need to see any dramas here. As words were said, Cooper's a bit of a marking duel, but Sparakis want to get out of their way as Pavicevic trying to work it into the slot. It was played away here. And now Son trying to get onto the end of it, couldn't. Shut down by Svilagoy. So can Bonnyrigg pull one back? Bells has possession here. Tries to work inside Gaultier. He wants to go back to Bells now to 2-on-1, making the 3-on-1. Gaultier trying to spin himself out of trouble. Wiley did have brief possession, but that ball was a no-hoper, really, to be honest, as the ball is worked on at the end via Sparakis, and the ball does go out for a throw for Bonnyrigg. It has been an absolute thriller here. Hakoah are leading this one. It's 1-0. The goal scorer was Yanis Sparakis off a header. Son was able to work it onto him as Wiley now works it back in the middle. The chance is opportunity for Carans to go to Gaultier as he was dispossessed and Son trying to go forward. Svilagoy now doing his best to go forward. He was taken down the challenge. Svilagoy was able to spin it back, and now it's Gaultier. Nobody's in position. Well, Pavicevic was too far back, to be brutally honest, but it was good work by Esposito to get himself in a decent spot. Ball is on the right-hand side again. Is now trying to work himself in a decent spot here is the Bazooka. Lobo, I should say, not the Bazooka. My apologies. Just getting a little bit too excited. I suppose Lobo would love the nickname too, as Son's on the ground here. Quick drink for Wiley on this side of the ground while we see Son just coming off for a moment here. The Bonnyrigg supporters are really trying to G their side up, and so they should here. The Australia Cup, the preliminary stage, an opportunity here to get into the round of 32. And what an honour would it be for either side to get up there. Hope you're enjoying this on NPL.tv. As I said, the various networks taking us today, or various pages taking us today. So as we're about to see this throw taken. So 73 minutes of this one. Deep ball, too deep. Galloway just couldn't find any target. Pavicevic was not going to get to it. So Pavicevic will be watching on. I think he's overseas at the moment. I think he was telling me he was going to be overseas around about this part of the year. I think something about getting a car or something. As the ball does go out, will be a throw here for Hakoah. As Son's night is about to continue here. The referee Craig Fisher wants to check something here. Let's have a listen. They're worried about blood around the mouth here, I think. Trying to check to see if that's okay. So that's what Craig Fisher is mouthing. I just want to check that because it's obviously important. Making sure the blood's going to be away. They're going to do a wipe here. Or they're trying to put a mouth guard in. I think they may have put a mouth guard in there. As I said, we're watching it from a side-on angle. So obviously they want to make sure that there's no blood coming out. That obviously is a very important thing. Ball drops back here for Esposito, but the ball played out for a throw. It is a chilly evening here. It's Wiley trying to work it back, but it was one at the end here. Sparakis in the middle, and Sean, I should say, Son was trying to get the header on, but couldn't. As the ball drops back here. And it goes out for a throw. Son has been dangerous. The ball chipped up by Esposito. Drops back here. Oh, that's not a great pass by Lobo. As now Pavicevic trying to set up Cartridge on the run, but couldn't. It was shut down nicely by Shattuck. Now Alessi working it upstream, but it goes to Galloway. Galloway tried to work it in the middle to Asmi Cartridge, who was dispossessed straight away by Knight. And he could have been the knight in shining armour there for Hakoah in that situation. Substitution about to be made. It looks like it's going to be Jez to come on. And Munsun Gill, he's making his way from the far side of the ground. So Munsun Gill is done. Munsun Gill has had a very good game for Bonnyrigg, but they still need to get this goal. It's very important. Is Jez going to be the man to at least set something up or be involved in the play? As Gaultier has possession here. It's going to go across the face. Wiley's in position. Jez now wants to start a run here. As Wiley, he's going to work it upstream. Here is Carans. He's dispossessed. Shattuck, I should say, in fact, Esposito trying to work it up the line. Played down by Early. And then back here for Lobo. And Lobo will be able to work it back here. And the pass was okay to Shattuck. As now Lobo taking down the challenge. Play continues as the ball back by Galloway. And now it's Svilagoy to Jez. Jez now trying to work it upstream. Pavicevic trying to chip it back in the middle early. Or I should say Knight was in position here. Knight was able to work it up to halfway. As now trying to go forward again was in Galloway. These could be dramas here. Demetriou trying to set a run for Lobo. Ball cleared away by Jez. Maybe it'll be Hakoah to make it 2-0 here. You've just got that feeling that Hakoah might be able to do something here. Oh, jeez. It was played out the ends. It'll be a Bonnyrigg ball, but Early was trying to remonstrate, saying, no, it was touched by Bonnyrigg, and not the case. As heard on the sound effects mic, because the ball is up. And Pavicevic trying to go forward. It was good work by Esposito to stop it initially as it's played out by Early. He's again trying to remonstrate. Not going to go past Craig Fisher here, are you? Throw taken, it's a deep ball. Pavicevic trying to chip it in, Radonovan. As the ball drops down for Svilagoy. And Radonovan, Pavicevic is in position again. The onside situation is to be. It's in the middle now. Gaultier tries to get onto the end of it. No shot really fired properly. And the ball will drop down this right edge, or right flank I should say, is now taking down the challenge here will be in Lobo. He'll drop back in position here for Wiley. As the pass by Jez back to Wiley. He's on the ground still, Lobo. As Jez goes back, Galloway. And now he wants to go forward, Wiley, as the foul will be called. And that was just done here by Connor Early, who just wanted to clear it away. As I said, this game has seen a lot today, and you can hear that there's tension building between these two sides. This game has lived up to the hype, of course. It was a precursor on Saturday night. In some regards, they were sort of going through the emotions, making sure that everything was fine for tonight. You know that Shubara did get a red card, though, however, in that contest, not playing tonight. Goran Shubara, as Luis Lobo is getting checked here in the meantime. Score is 1-0. The goal scorer was Yanis Barakis, was a header. And of course, we have one yellow card tonight for Bills. As we're about to see the captain, Galloway, work this forward. This is live coverage on NPL.tv of this Australia Cup tie, round 7, a preliminary stage, an opportunity to make their way into the round of 32. And this is also bookending as a quarter-final for the Waratah Cup. It was taken down there, Asmir Cartridge, as now they're trying to go upstream. As this is Lobo, dispossessed, foul was called. It will be a Hakoah ball. Well, Asmir Cartridge, he's not happy. I keep on saying this every week, though. You can't afford to remonstrate with the referee. Just go on and do your job. You're down 1-0. In this situation, you've got to keep your heads cool. You can't afford to worry about playing the decision. Just play the game, not the decision. So we talk about this every single week. Don't forget, every game of League One, NPL Men's and NPL Women's on NPL.tv as the ball goes back to Figuera. You can see all the games, and looking forward to being out at Rockdale on Saturday night. It's going to be a thriller. Northern Tigers, of course, backing up for the Australia Cup tie against Sydney United 58. And they'll be taking on St George Saints at Rockdale on Saturday night. All the other games on NPL.tv as well, as now Cuttance is trying to spin himself in position here. Cuttance now has a shot. It goes over the bar. I tell you now, if that was going in, the crowd would have gone absolutely ballistic on that side of the ground. It's just not to be here. So we've got a Hakoah play on the deck. I think that is Son. Is the case. Hope you're enjoying this Australia Cup tie. A reminder as well, we have got a game tomorrow night that we will broadcast. And it is St George City FA at Penshurst Park against Wollongong United. It'd be nice to see Wollongong United get the win, make their way into the round of 32. It'll be a great story, of course, and imagine if Wollongong did have two teams in the competition. The whole area would be rocking. They love their football down south. And Stribri Dolosky, of course, looking after Wollongong Wolves now and doing a fantastic job there. Football down the Gong, the Illawarra region. We hope that it continues to be the case over the years to come. The ball now into the area, headed down by Sviligoi, trying to come across here and clear it will be in Jez. Played probably a little bit too deep there from Bloomberg, and the ball goes out for a throw far side. Well, some will say this is the knockout rounds of this game. The championship rounds. It's all about the little battles now in the game. Bonnyrigg first need to worry about this equaliser. Cartridge, Tiana Esposito trying to hold him back. The foul was called, but Hakoah, it feels like the Great Wall will be up here. We've got a player on the ground here early, I think it is. There's a substitution being made here. Early's day done. And Philip Lapanitis is coming on. Lapanitis. Let's see what he can produce here. And I did say he was also going to be one player to come on, so I think I've called the substitutions here pretty well, if I don't say so myself. As now the ball worked in. Oh, geez, Pavicevic was close to getting onto that wily ball. But now they're going to reset here as the ball goes out for a throw for the home side. They would love to win this one. As now Sviligoi tried to pull the trigger. You heard the noise. It was played back. Good work by Coopers. And now this is an opportunity here for Galloway to work it back in the middle. Couldn't get to it, Pavicevic, but here's a chance building here. Oh, great save. Great defence. It will be a corner. I'll tell you now, he jumped out trying to get onto the end of this here. I think it was in Bells, but just could not get any control as the corner about to be fired in via Jez. So can Jez work this in? Punched away by Lowe. Cuttance can't get to it. Jez again. Works it in. Head of the way once more. Lobo can't control. Wiley, oh, it was a little bit too deep. No control either on that situation. Score here at the Bonnyrigg Sports Club, it's 1-0. I tell you now, don't go anywhere. We've got an absolute humdinger here at the Bonnyrigg Sports Club. It's been an absolute pleasure to bring this as a yellow card being given to Lowe. He can't believe it. They've got to stop being stupid here. Lowe gets a card. They just want to get this goal. You can hear the fans. It's a large crowd here tonight. Svilligoy. It's a decent ball, but again, goes back to the direction of Karants. Karants now trying to find Pavicevic on the run. Takes the shot, Pavicevic, it's over the post. Over the goal. Gee whiz, he nearly had that. As I said, the fans were absolutely going off as one. It's been an absolute beauty. You just got the feeling, though, it might end up being a victory to Hakoah. Three minutes of regulation time. It's played down the line. It cleared away. That was good work by Sparakis as the ball goes over the fencing. This play continues here. Svilligoy. It's down this right channel. Oh, nice stuff, Gaultier. Gaultier beats the tackler. Now trying to work in the middle. Oh, it's bounced off the keeper. Pulled a trigger. Oh, it's been saved. Osmir Carthage had a great chance and Lowe was able to protrude it away. Oh, geez. It's now nearly having a stumble there, Coopers. He gets onto the ball. Now it's Jez to the right channel. The ball was headed in, but oh, Bills just couldn't find anything except Lowe. Oh, Lowe's doing a job today, that is for sure. The ex-Sutherland player, as Svilligoy heads it down. This game is going on. I'll tell you now, it's on my Donkey Kong at the moment here. Son trying to work it on. The ball played on by Demetriou. Son back and, oh, this ball is lobbed sideways. And it won't be won by Hakoah. So Bonnyrigg well and truly here are teeing up another chance. The ball was across the face from Jez and Carthage trying to get onto it. Wiley, he did his best to win it, then cleared away and that ball goes into the trees. We're going to start to see that by Yannis Barakis, just boot the ball to high heaven. Throw taken. Briefly, there was two balls on the pitch. As now, it's Karants. And Karants works it to the left. And again, Wiley's in position, works in the middle. It's headed back away. Good work by Shattuck. Wiley can't get to it. Ball drops down, Lobo. That wasn't a good ball. Now it's Coopers. And the ball, well, does it go? Well, it's still in the field of play here as the ball does bounce out. The foul was called for Hakoah anyway. Geez, it's really living up. This has been a game. We expected fireworks tonight. We expected a cracker, and that's what we're seeing. There's some pushes and shoves going here. And we're going to see a substitution, by the looks of it here, for Hakoah. Wonder who they're going to bring on here, though. They want to make a sub here, Hakoah, but they're not allowed to yet. They will now. So substitution is being made here. Just trying to see who's coming onto the pitch here. And this will be in Hodson Yu. And Son's coming on. So Hodson Yu is on, Son is off. That's the substitution. They've made three now. Hakoah. Low. Headed by Galloway. Cooper's trying to control. Cooper's back. And now it's Galloway to Svilligoy. Svilligoy looking to go deep here. Sviligoi, the ball's in the middle. It drops back here. And trying to get himself in a decent spot, Asmir Kartanic. Jez again, utilise Galloway. Lobo's on the ground as the ball goes across the face. It's Gautier. And Gautier trying to work his way in. Hodson Newell trying to control the ball. Back in the middle. Mistake Morrow. Did the ball go in? No, I don't think it did. They're trying to claim it here. It's been awarded, hasn't it? It's been awarded. It's been awarded. I think you'll find it'll be an own goal, but it's 1-1. Oh, special stuff. Well. There was confusion left, right and centre, but it was called. The ball just went in. We are definitely going to extra time. Buckle up, I say. Oh, jeez. Just absolutely amazing what we're watching. So, as the ball worked into the area, it's headed away. It comes back down now. He's trying to get onto a Pavicevic. It comes back down, trying to be flicked back here to Esposito. As now, Hakoah, they want to end this game now. Lapinides goes to the left. Hodson Newell back, and he finds here Bloomberg. Hodson Newell won't get to it. Jez down the line. It's Gautier. Here's a match winner coming in for Bonnyrigg. Gautier works it. It's in position. Cutouts. Can't take the shot. No control. And the save is made at the end by Nicholas Lowe. Holy dooly. What a game. I tell you now, if you're thinking of going to bed, you're not. As now Lobo was trying to get onto it. It will be cleared away at the end. As the ball goes across, goes out. Deep in injury time now. Will that whistle be blown? He's now down this left channel. Just can't do much with it. Pavicevic, ball played out by Esposito. We're about to see this whistle blown at the moment, I think you'll find. Ball drops back here. Jez is taken down. Gautier is now. They try to set something up. Oh, Sviligoi was taken down. Whistle blown. Foul going the way of Hakoah. Fans want to get into this extra time situation. The score here is 1-1. Yannis Baraka scored the goal for Hakoah. We'll wait for what the official confirmation will be. It was Gautier that worked it in. It did touch off low. And then it could have been, when they were trying to clear it out, could have been touched off Hakoah for the own goal. We'll, as I said, I'll wait for confirmation on that. As Gautier gets on this, whistle is blown. And we're in to extra time here. What a game. Hope you're enjoying this, wherever you may be. It is a great game of football we are watching here. Peterson, as I said, he's off the pitch. His day done. What will be said to the players here? I hope you're enjoying this on NPL.tv, on Australia Cup Facebook, and also on Football New South Wales Facebook and YouTubes. As I did see there before, a hug from Mantic as well. This game really, really pressure-driven. As I said, we'll wait to see what the confirmation will be for the goal scorer as such for the Bonnyrigg goal. As I said, I think they'll call an own goal, but if it's not, it's got to be in Gaultier. But as I said, we'll wait for whatever confirmation we can get from that later on tonight. Well, this is a great game. Don't go anywhere, because the next half an hour is going to be intriguing as fans will continue to support their respective sides. Australia Cup action here on NPL.tv. We just await to see what happens here. Let's see if we can hear anything from the coaches' dens, the coaches' conferences with the players. Well, this was always going to go on for young and old, and that is the case. 30 minutes away from either glory, defeat, or penalty shootout. So, worry about that later on. Hakoah will start this second half, and it looks like we're going to have Bonnyrigg going towards the grandstand, Hakoah to the canteen for this first half of extra time. What an amazing game. I've really enjoyed this, and I hope you have too, wherever you may be watching. Who will be the man to win the game? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't pick this. Seriously, you can't pick this. You've had so much drama. This is more drama than something out of maths. Not that I watch that rubbish, but still, apparently. been so far. As the ball on here, can't get to it. And Cartridge, you're starting to get weary. You're starting to get weary, and you just need to really just focus on what's going to happen. As the ball goes over halfway, it goes past here's Filigoi, but the flag was up. Offside against here, Dimitriou. As I said, it's those moments here when you really need to show why you deserve the opportunity to play for your club, why you're one of the key men. This is those moments where you just need to step up. We talk about it all the time, the clutch moments and who will produce the gold. Pavicevic heads it up. He can't get to it at the end here. Cartridge. Ball drops back and Jez was trying to work it on. It's cleared away. It's Filigoi now. And then the header down by Lapinides. And drops back here. Pavicevic will get to it. Cartridge can't go and pull the trigger there. So the ball drops back and there is the pass to Bills. Decent effort too from initially Jez is now on this right side. Was he taken down Gaultier? The foul wasn't called as the ball does go out. Will be a throw for Bonnyrigg. What a fabulous performance it's been from both sides. It's been a contest that will go down for the ages, whatever the result is. As I said, penalties could be well and truly on the cards, as now the ball goes into the middle. They can't do much with it, can they, Bonnyrigg? But taking down the challenge there, Dimitriou, as a yellow card's been given. Filigoi gets the yellow, he's in the book. I think I'll be right in saying it's the second yellow card for Bonnyrigg player tonight. The first was Leonardo Bills. Zach Filigoi now the second. Ooh. This has been a fiery game. It is shaking here and excitement. The ball was worked into the area. It's headed down and then it will be Asmir Cartridge plays it upstream. Pavicevic is there. Pavicevic couldn't do much with it. He tried to be chipped forward. Eventually, did it play out Hakoah? Yes, it did. So Bonnyrigg, well, no. They're saying it's going to be a throw for Hakoah. So it will be a Bonnyrigg opportunity to stop this Hakoah side. It's interesting. I think it played out by Bonnyrigg, so it will be a Hakoah throw. Throw taken. Cleared out. So, Knight to take the throw. Itchy Knight. It's deep. It's headed away there by Wiley. Drops back here. Hodson New couldn't do much with it. And now it's a chance for Gaultier to boot the ball deep. Oh, geez, yellow card's been given against Pavicevic. Didn't quite see what was happening and why Pavicevic got the card. It was focusing on the play itself, but he's in the book. Radonovan Pavicevic. Well, they're looking for a four-man wall here, Bonnyrigg. You can hear in the background, that's the call. So Gaultier is involved as the ball flicks back in, but a save will be made. Figuera. Filigoi to nobody, but Pavicevic was able to get to it. Now it goes to Bills. He was taking the challenge, but able to work it back. Gaultier, oh, geez, he just couldn't get the cross in. Ball was too deep, went out for a goal kick. Well, we are seeing a very passionate game. between two very, very passionate teams. Of course, the history of these two sides is immense. Over the years, they've had big games, these two sides. You can just hear it at grandstand. If they score a goal, Bonnyrigg, especially towards that side of the ground, I'm talking about a match winner potentially. I think the roof will definitely be blown off, and I don't know what else. I wonder if the canteen roof will still exist. That's how the excitement could be, as Hakoah, in saying that, have got an opportunity to set up themselves, but the ball is tame and goes straight back here to Figueira, who works it over halfway. Pavicevic can't get onto it. It was headed down initially there by Shattuck, who's now dropped down. Cuttans can't get to it. No, he tried to Asmir Katarich, but he couldn't neither. Now the ball by Dimitriou, and eventually comes back here. Bloomberg, and it's deep here. And oh, good stop here via Esposito. It works it onto the right channel to Lobo. Lobo now trying to step in. Oh, geez, I tell you what, Pavicevic was on the spot. Pavicevic once again down this left wing. He works it back in the middle. Cuttance, that's not a good pass, especially when you've got three Hakoah bodies near you. And you play a very deft touch like that, I should say, is now Esposito. He cuts back inside, looking to work it on here to Sparakis. He won't go for the shot here, as it's worked on from Hodson Yu. And then here's a chance, but Dimitriou, the bazooka, just couldn't plot it home, and the score remains here, 1-1. We're in extra time, the first half of it. Could we potentially get into the penalty shootout? I think that's what we're expecting, to be brutally honest. As it's a deep ball, headed down by Pavicevic. Shattuck works it to the left. Dimitriou. Now it's Bloomberg. Dimitriou. Hodson Yu. Dimitriou now back on this. Benitez is calling for it. Dimitriou. Ball goes back. Hodson Yu can't get to it. But still, it's a chance. Bloomberg crosses it in. Oh, it's safe first time. Bounces in position. Oh, geez. It does bounce out. Will be a... Was it going to be a corner? No, it's going to be a goal kick. It did not touch off Bonnyrigg last. They can't believe it. They're blowing up here. Hakoah players. So deep, deep, deep in this first half of extra time. And what can he offer here in Figueira? Foul was called. Galloway. Gaultier. Pavicevic chested it down. It's cleared away by Shattuck. Headed from Cuttance. And oh, Hodson Yu nearly got onto it, but Svilagoy, good stuff. And Svilagoy now, what can he offer up here? We'll try to work it back. He does so. Bells Jez. Wiley, he's got somebody, but he won't utilise Pavicevic. There's now Sparakis. As the ball drops back here for Svilagoy. Trying to work it on to Coopers, couldn't. Ball bounces in position. Oh, that's a lovely touch. That was a lovely touch there by Dimitriou. Eventually went across to Lobo. Lobo works it back inside the middle. Can he take a shot? It ricochets off Galloway. It bounces away. And then, can a shot be taken? Oh, Lapinides, he nearly fell on the ground. Nearly dropped down like a plate at a wedding. As now it's played down by Coopers. And then the ball worked away via Jez. And it comes down, and again, here he is, Cartridge. Can he pull the trigger? It's been pushed wayward, and it will be a corner. Oh boy, this game. I'll tell you now, if it doesn't stop, that's okay. I'm happy to stay here all day or all night. Just remember those bacon eggs for breakfast. Oh, jeez. It just keeps on delivering this one. It will be Jez to take the corner. He works it in. It's played away by Hakoah. Jez. Good work. And Jez works it in the middle. The save is made by Lowe. Oh, Gautier needs to work it in the middle, try to cross it in, again another corner. Surely a goal is coming for Bonnyrigg. It will be Gautier to take this as a substitution being made here. It'll be Brady Smith to come on, and coming off will be in Jared Wiley. So there's your sub. So now it will be Gautier to take this. It will be an outswinger. It's a low one. And it'll be pushed away. I don't know if it was a scuff or what, but anyway, Smith will get onto this. And Smith works it into the area again. It bounces wayward here, but Asmir Cartridge will get onto the end of it. Cartridge. He was trying to get himself in open pasture. Did win the ball and will work it to the right. Smith. Coopers. Coopers. Coopers works it to the left. Smith again. Smith trying to set himself up in a decent spot, but it was deflected off first time. Now again, he's going to work it back. Galloway. That's the first half of extra time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my. What a game. Look, it looks like it's going to blow up again a little bit, but they'll calm it down. But hopefully, well, geez, this is getting spiteful. This is done by Esposito. He's come in the middle. Now, it is going to... The whistle is being blown furiously, saying, come on, just get away. Come on, guys, let's settle down. Now, something was said. Smith wanted to get in the argument. Now, Coopers has been pushed away by the referee. Now, again, just this has to settle. Come on, we've got a game to play now. Also being pushed away was Philly. Craig Fisher going, mate, come on, just move out of the way. For heaven's sakes, just settle down. We've got 15 minutes. It has been a very, very, very good game. We don't need this rubbish. 15 minutes and then potentially a penalty shootout. So just calm down. As they'll switch ends. So just in front of us, Jared Wiley. Jared Wiley's day's done, but he had a good game when he was out there. Well, we are getting close. We're getting closer to this. Well, we did have a lot of whistles there blown, and there was obvious reasons why, but look, there was a joke that was passed on to me by Justin Davies, and I do like it. More whistles that are late night and brave. Well, you just give the glow sticks from Andrew Redmayne to one of the players tonight, but there you go. Anyway, we are set to go for the final 15 of on-play or on-field action. We're potentially going to shootouts. I think we expected it. We woke up with shootouts. We could be going to bed to shootouts. We could be dreaming about being the next Andrew Redmayne. Anyway, the ball is worked on from Sviligoi. It's too deep for Carthage to get onto the end of it. It was played back in by Esposito. Trying to pass. Eventually, it was Lobo, and Esposito trying to get onto the end of it. Lobo does have it now. He works it into the middle again. It's deflected off. Back to Lobo. Watson, you can't get to it. Good work by Bells. Oh, Dimitriou, the bazooka, works it back. Short ball by Alessi. And now it's Bloomberg to nobody with inside. Pavicevic was fouled.
Let's go, Hakoah! Let's go, Hakoah, boys!
You can hear the fans. The excitement is fever pitch.
Let's go, Hakoah! Hakoah, come on, boys!
You can hear the fans.
We are red, blue, and white. We are sirs. We love to fight. Let's go, Hakoah, boys!
Supporting their troops. As now it comes in. And head of the way, but I'll tell you now, it was a decent ball by Jezin. So you can hear the fans, the kids behind trying to really stir up low. Now, there's a lot of them there on the canteen side, so if they score the goal, so you now, I'll be getting excited. Just see Powerade showers or something, as now the ball worked on by Bells. Found here Gauthier. Gauthier looking to work it back in. It's on the outside of the man, crosses it in. It does deflect off Alessi, and then Hodson Yu just cleared the ball away, but it drops back in position for Smith. But then it's in slot for Cuttahans. He was taken down there by Sparakis. No foul called. The fans are blowing up. Gauthier.
Let's go, Seven, let's go!
Now, Bells that cross, and it goes straight towards the bathroom.
Let's go!
The score here still 1-1. We've had 3 minutes of the second half of extra time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I think we're getting into shootout here, as again Lowe was trying to be distracted by the fans, or the fans trying to distract Lowe, I should say. Foul called for Bonnyrigg. How much it means for not just the players and the staff, but for the fans to potentially make the Australia Cup. The semi-finals of the Waratah Cup 2. The ball goes out. The excitement levels are at fever pitch. You just don't know where to look because of the excitement here late in the piece. Scoreline here 1-1. We're in the second half of extra time at 4 minutes on the clock. Low. They are going nuts. There's no question about it. There's now Smith. But for Hakoah, imagine if they can jag the goal here and break the hearts and make their way into an Australian Cup once more. So easy to talk about the ifs, buts and maybes, but let's focus in here on Sparakis. It goes across to the bazooka, and Dimitriou, well, that was a shank in a bit. As I said, the fans are really, really getting in, and we have said it before, but look, we do apologise. It is a live sporting event, so we can't do anything about the language, but we're here to bring the atmosphere, the sound effects, microphones. But as I said, we do apologise for anybody that is inconvenienced by it as the ball goes up the halfway. Has taken down the challenge. Was in Gaultier, ball played out. Did it touch? Yes, it did touch Bonnyrigg glass. So it'll be a throw now to be taken by Bloomberg, who goes deep here and played away at the ends. Leonardo Bells is at a game. So 5.5 minutes elapsed in this second half of extra time here at the Australia Cup tie for 2022. The preliminary stage is the ball, well, that's indeed ball by Baracus, and at the end it will go out for a goal kick. I don't know why he's taking the ball away, just wasting time and just stupid things like that. I don't like that. Just get on with the game, don't worry about playing silly buggers. A reminder tomorrow for those who are looking forward to more Australia Cup action. It is Northern Tigers Sydney United 58. They're going to do battle at 6:45 at North Turramurra. It's St George City FA and Wollongong United will do battle at Penshurst. That is our live broadcast game here on NPL.TV, Australia Cup, Facebook and Football New South Wales Facebook and YouTubes. Ball work back by Smith. He was pressured. Sviligui. Gaultier. Bells. Sviligui. Cartridge trying to get himself in position. Yes, he's able to beat here the defensive Esposito. Works it back. And now the cross comes in, but it's played off the heel there of Knights.
Bonnyrigg!
So it sits back for Sviligui. And yeah, thank you, Zach. I do appreciate nearly getting hit by the ball. I was lucky to move out of the way. I think the fans were very impressed that I was able to get away from that ball. As now we're starting to see this escalate. The coach has had a word here to Ryan Bloomberg, and I'll talk about the Bonnyrigg coach. Now, this is just stupid again. A yellow card's being given to the coach as we speak. It's just going to calm down. This is dumb. We're not here to watch a WWE. We're here to watch a game of football. And it's just going to calm down these situations. A card was given to the coach. But yeah, it just needs to really calm down. Anyway, Ryan Bloomberg, and look, I do apologise if I'm getting a little bit passionate, but I just want to see the game continue. We just don't want to see the silly stuff here, especially when it's been on the pitch for most of it. It's been an entertaining game. As now trying to work it back in, there was Demetriou. And at the end, it's played down, and there's Alessi. And that ball, Hodson Yu will try to get onto it. Hodson Yu trying to, again, throw will be taken. Pavicevic trying to control. That ball's again lobbed up by Alessi. It drops in position here, but he can't get to it. Demetriou. It comes down once again for Jack Coopers. It's on this left channel, and again it's going to be Asmir Cartridge. And Cartridge trying to set up Pavicevic, but it's shut down initially there. There's a foul and a yellow card given here to Smith. It's a rough challenge. He's on the deck here. So the card is out. Giannis Baracus taken down. Good boy, Brady Smith in the books. So Pavicevic, Sviligui, Bells and Smith for Bonnyrigg on the pitch, and Nicholas Lowe for Hakoah. So we just want this to calm down just a little bit. 9:30 has elapsed in the second half of extra time. We are potentially, look, I think we are going to go to penalty shootout. Wouldn't it be great to go to the penalty shootouts? So low. That was in position for Lobo, but couldn't do much. Hodson knew. And now Dimitri, Lobo's on the ground, by the way. Hodson knew, couldn't get to it. Oh, and Bell's trying to go forward here. Good pass to Cutans, and now Pavicevic, he's in position. It's a 2-on-1 challenge, and at the end, it will be cleared away by Shattuck.
Let's go, Bonnyrigg!
So now the ball in the middle here for Cartridge, and then it's on the right channel. Cutans spinning around, trying to get himself a decent shot, but it's saved at the ends by Nicholas Lowe. 11 minutes has elapsed here. I've said it before, don't disconnect the stream, don't turn your laptop off, and definitely don't go anywhere. This has been an absolute beauty from pillar to post. I think if you're watching from a neutral, you'll be enjoying this. Of course, it is tension stations for both Hakoah and Bonnyrigg fans. Pavicevic, that was a good ball. Now it's Gauthier. He's taken, pushed away by Alessi the ball, and it will be a corner. Oh, jeez. Could this be the one? It will be taken via Jez. This corner will be an in-swinger. Listen to the fans. Jez works it in. I think Pavicevic couldn't get the header. Cartridge trying to work it back in the middle. And the ball is played upstream. It's going to come back here. And now it's Villigoy. And now it's on the right channel for Jez. The ball from Smith, back to Jez. Crosses it in. Chance, no, it's headed away. Alessi's been large. Cutouts. And now it's Jez. And it's Smith now. Smith works in the middle. It has to be cleared once again. As I said, Alessi's been large. Now trying to win this was Barakis. Oh, he was taken down the challenge there, Bells, as Smith works it towards the far post. Oh, Pavicevic was not going to get there. Neither could Gauthier. The save was made by Nicholas Lowe. He's trying to call on his troops. We've had 13 minutes of second half extra time. So we are going to penalty shootout. There's no doubting unless there is one last roll of the dice by either side. A sub is going to be made too. Looks like Kershowitz is about to come on for Hakoah. As now Gauthier tries to set up here. Cartridge is in the middle. Oh, Pavicevic was not going to get to it. Burke will be looking to clear it away. Does so. There's Villigoy. Chested it down. He'll go for the shot. It does push away. As now the ball drops back for Smith. He works it on to Bills, who was onside. Bills looked across. Does so. It's headed away once again. It was Bloomberg. Inside a minute of regulation time in extra time. You can hear the fans. They have, well, I reckon they've multiplied in the last half an hour. That's how many people are here. As now it will be the Bills to take the throw. Bills back. Jez played away. Another chance. 20 seconds roughly I've got. Oh, that's a ball. That's a bad ball. Svilagoy just couldn't find any target. The whistle will be in mouth here. We are going into penalty shootouts here. The whistle That's it. So after 120 minutes, no change to the score that it was at full time, 1-1. We are going to penalties, and I think we'll just wait and see where it's going to be. We're hoping it's going to be on that Canteen side. I think that's where it was last time in the clash against Mounties. So this is the situation, tail of the tape. Both sides have been in a penalty shootout this campaign. Bonnyrigg defeated Mounties 4-3 after a 0-0 draw here at the Sports Club. That was in their last Australia Cup game. The last Australia Cup game that Hakoah had a penalty shootout in was in round 5. When they defeated Marconi and Hensley, it was 4-3 the penalty shootouts after a 2-2 draw. So there you go. Read what you can read out of this. It is a game that will live in memory of a lot of people tonight. It has been amazing. We're just going to wait and see which direction we are going. Let's have a listen to what we can hear. So there we go. It will be Hakoah and Bonnyrigg in penalty shootouts. See our captains now, Yanis Barakis and Galloway, will both work it out. Who goes first? And also, which side we're going. I think we will be going to the Canteen end. I think they're having a toss to work that out. I think we're going to... So which way are we going? We are going... We're going to the other end. We're going to the other end. So sadly, not where we predicted it to be. So all the kids will be rushing away. We're going to the grandstand end. Just listen to the race of fans swarming across. Swarming across into a good spot near the grandstand. They're all running around. So as they all make their way across, some fans staying their usual spots. It's one guy that I see every single week here at Bonnyrigg that always stands just outside the fencing on the side and the fencing towards this broadcast area every single week. So Benitez. Benitez to take the first strike against Figuera. Save made. Stepping up will be in Brady Smith. You can just hear the fans. Every situation, they will go up. So they've missed the first. Hakoah. They're saying that has to be retaken. Yes, they are. They're saying it has to be retaken. I don't think they're ready. I think a lot of people are blowing up about that. But anyway, take two. Benitez to take it. Same results. He gets the first save. If Figuera goes off like cotton socks. But as I said, there's still plenty of life in this. So Brady Smith now rocks up. He'll be the man to take this. Just listen to the atmosphere. So Nicholas Lowe. Is he going to try to do some Redmayne antics? Brady Smith at the plate. Save made. So 0-0 after one slot. So coming up to the spot now will be in Yannis Barakis. Listen to the fans. Yanni to take it. Save made. I should say goal scored after the first save made. And it's now 1-0. I was going off a little bit too early there myself. So the goal was scored. Now it'll be Radonovan Pavicevic to take one. It's in. 1-1. So listen to the noise being made here. Okay. Hakoah's third shot. It's in. It was always going to go in. So now 2-1. As he makes his way back, Ryan Bloomberg. So to take this will be Amaury Gauthier. I think we're getting all too excited here. We've got to calm down a little bit. There's Gauthier. Two. So rounds 2 and 3 have been goals. And now this is going to be Daniel Alessi. Figueira, the supporters are trying to help him. Alessi has a chance. It is at 2-2. We've had 3 rounds. Start of the 4th. Save made! Figueira jumps up and down again. So, as I said, we're in the 4th round of this. And it is at 2-2. Sviligoi to take it. The fans are going nuts. I'll tell you now, Kupasi on this near side is getting checked. Now Sviligoi moves in. In! 3-2. Well, that's it. This is where Hakoah need to score. 3-2. And this is the start of the 5th. Has to score this. Lewis Lobo. Listen to the fans. They're jumping up and down the grandstand. Can he make the save here? Figueira. We listen and weight. So there is the goal to make it 3-3. So he's going to be scored by Lobo. He's now stepping up to the plate, Hasmir Cartridge. Cartridge up against Low. Save made. Well, 3-3, and now it's the start of the 6th round. Coming up to the spot now will be Jacob Esposito. Well, now we're into the do and the die stage. Figueira, this will be his last chance, potentially, to save his side. Or they would hope so anyway. Has to do the job. It's in. It was a good effort too by Jacob Esposito to squeeze it past. But he tried his best, Figueira. So now it's Cutance stepping up. So at 4-3. We'll sit and listen and watch as this develops. Joshua Cutance to take this. Moves in. In 4-4. Oh, the house is rocking. And I'll tell you now, if you're not at the ground, I hope you're rocking at home as well in excitement. Stepping up now will be Hershowitz. He'll be up against here Michael Figueira. Could this be the moment? Has to make the save, Figueira. Hershowitz, it's in. So 5-4. It's stepping up to the plate will be in Sam Galloway. This for a chance to stay in this one. For the moment, this is the 7th round. Of course, this could be going for a while. Can a save be made? Plenty course low. Or can Galloway squeeze it past? Galloway. So 5-5, we're going to an 8th round. Well, who would have thought it would go 8 rounds? We're going to sit and marvel at what happens next. Hodgson Yu. He moves in. It's in. Oh, there you go. 6-5. And stepping up will be in Maxim Jez. It's a lower game. It's all on him to make the save. He jumps up and down, trying to put off Jez. He moves in now, Jez. 9th round we go into. 6-6. Well, we could be going to the point where we see both keepers line up against each other. As now Knight will step up. So he moves in. So Knight gets it. So Coopers moves in. Well, here we go. The 10th round we get into. So yeah, now if you're not pleased with this, never be pleased with anything. It's been a great game. This penalty shootout is going on and on and on. Shattuck to take this. The noise again. Save made! They just have to get the goal, but could that be the hero moment for Michael Figueira? As now Leonardo Bills makes his way up. Leonardo Bills moves in against Lowe. Well, there you go. We've got another round of this. And guess who it's down to? The keepers. Figueira and Lowe. We are down at that stage. We might be redoing this again. We might be repeating the plays again. Well, some might say it's cringy, but I think I'm closer to bacon, eggs, o'clock than what you thought. Anyway. Lowe against Figueira. Lowe moves in. Slots it home. So now it's time for Figueira to do it. Lowe stop this and win the game for Hakoah and a berth into the Australia Cup round of 32. Here we go. Figueira. It's in. And we go again. We go again. Rewind the tape and do it again here, because now it's time for Lapinides to step up once more. We saw it 11 rounds ago. Figueira. Back at his mark. Lapinides, where will he go this time? Well, goes in once more. So now it's at the feet of Gaultier to save his side, or will the save that Lowe has been waiting to make happen now? It's been a great game. Penalties are always a cruel way, but always exciting. Low. Being harassed by the fans. Gaultier. And it goes in. And well, now Yanis Baraka steps up. Well, who would have thought we'd be going this far into penalty shootout? So I'll be cheering Figueira on as Yanis Barakas to make the shot. He lines up now. Slots at home. And now stepping up will be Spiligoi. You hear the chant. Spiligoi moves in. We go again. So at 10:17 local time, this game continues to develop. Moves in Bloomberg. Save made. Figueira, great stuff. Now coming up once more will be in Asmir Cartridge. Nicholas Lowe. Bonnyrigg. We've spoken about how the fans are passionate. If they win, I can see the pitch being evaded. The fans have been spurring them on all nights, especially in the shootouts. Nicholas Lowe will be trying to make this the save. Well, Asmir Cartridge lines up now. That's it! Bonnyrigg finally make their way back into the Australia Cup. It's been 4 years since, and they're there. Into the semi-final of the Waratah Cup 2. Hakoah were brave in defeat, but Bonnyrigg got there. And as you can see, the fans make their way onto the pitch. Asmir Cartridge started on the bench today. Does the job. Well, it was 1-1 after 120 minutes, but in the penalty shootout, they ended up victorious, Bonnyrigg, going into the round of 32 of the Australia Cup. Congratulations to them. What a great penalty shootout. Hope you've enjoyed the night's more action tomorrow. As I said, score service of Northern Tigers and Sydney United 58 at North Turramurra. St George City and Wollongong will be our live game. Wollongong United at Penshurst Park. Alex Molchanoff calling that game. And then on Thursday, North West Sydney Spirit will take on Wollongong Wolves at Christie Park, the Arctic Circle. On behalf of myself and the team here at NPL.TV, Nicholas Kutniak signing off, and hope you've enjoyed the coverage. We'll see you again next time on NPL.TV. I'll be at Rockdale Illiton on Saturday night. Hope you can join us then. Bye-bye for now.